Hi guys, so I just want to do a quick tutorial to show you how I fill in my eyebrows. So I've actually had my eyebrows tattooed, so I got the powder ombre look rather than the microblading, so it's semi-permanent as well, just to clarify that. But yeah, so that just gives me a shape to work with. So I do still fill them in most of the time, but it just gives me a shape to work with as well. So I at the moment am using this MAC Cosmetics eyebrow styler in the color Spiked. Camera's not focusing, but yeah, that's what it is. And I really like it because it has a spoolie on one end to brush your brows up, and is why I particularly really like it is because it's got a really fine pencil. So I like that because I feel like it mimics eyebrow hairs like better than like a thicker pencil. So I just feel like it will give me a little bit more of a natural look. So what I do, I've just got a mirror here just so I can see, but hopefully it's clear for you guys to see. So I just start with by putting a line there, just gently, softly, not just like a harsh line, but I put a line there under my brow hairs, and then it just gives me a spot to work up. So I gently, finely, or delicately then draw going upwards in little like just little strokes like mimicking eyebrow hairs, and then I get my spoolie and I brush it through, and that actually dulls down the pencil a bit, so it just blends it into the eyebrow. So I'll show you what I mean. So if you can see that line, and then I gently just do strokes mimicking the eyebrow hairs, and then like I can get the spoolie, and because you can still see the line's still there, and like brush it. See the lines like going. So usually also, I didn't do this, but usually I brush my brows upwards before I start filling in my brows. And then I just keep following the shape and filling them in. And I always do like a bit of an extended tail, just my brows stop a bit short naturally, so I like to bring the tail out a bit. Sorry, the sun's coming and going, so the lighting's changing a bit, but anyway, hopefully that's okay for you guys. And I just slowly build it up, and it's pretty easy to like with this product as well, it's pretty easy to just if I go too far, extend the tail too far, to just like even get my finger and just sort of blend it away. And as I say, it is easier for me because I have my brows semi-permanently tattooed, so it just, the shape is there. But as I'm sure probably most of you have heard the saying, eyebrows are supposed to be siblings, not twins. So just as in like they're not usually perfectly symmetrical. Most of my clients, and I know me for sure, have got one brow easier to work with than the other. But that's fine. You just try and aim for them to be as symmetrical as possible, and just yeah, without like going crazy. Like obviously if one starts a little bit lower, like I think it's this brow that sort of starts, the hairs start a little bit lower than this brow. This one starts a bit higher. Like I can put the line just slightly under and fill it in so it looks a little bit like it's starting at the same spot a little bit more. But obviously, like, I'm not going to, if that was a major difference, well, one, you'd probably get them, you know, tidied, like waxed or whatever, but like I wouldn't be like make it super fat just to start at the same point as that one, because then it would also be very obvious that like you've got a super fat brow at the front and that one's not super fat. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, anyway, you can ask me if that doesn't make sense. Ask me what I mean. So I just start with the line, so I've got like a base to work from, and then I just like flick from that line, like I put my pencil on that line and flick. And obviously, like, you can fill it in as much as you want. Like, I'm not, I don't want to make them super dark, so I'm just like not filling them in like hardcore. Like I'm using very light hand. My brow here is also, my brow here, like the hairs of my brow are also really like strong-willed or something. Like they want to grow downwards, and they are not easy, like even with gel and stuff, like it's not easy to keep them, because you know how you see some looks or models or whatever, just like their brows are like super brushed up. Mine, just with gel and whatnot, just don't want to do that, which is quite annoying. But anyway, so when I get my brows done, I often like get them trimmed as well, because if they do grow like downwards, and then obviously like they're going to be growing downwards and like ruining the shape. So if you get them trimmed, then they can't go like below the actual brow line, if that makes sense. Hopefully this video makes sense to you guys. I love good brows like that. Like they really do frame a face, as you would have heard 100 times before, but I love it. I love good brows, and I love it when people naturally have good brows. I'm always like, huh, dreamy. See how easy that was to blend? Like I just extended the towel a bit too far, so I just wiped it away with my finger. Okay, so that's just what I do to fill in my brows. So I hope, and you can use, like, obviously there's so many products, so you can use anything, whatever suits you, and that's and there's a whole lot of different ways of doing it and different brushes and stuff, but that's what I do at the moment to fill in my brows. I have used different things and in the past, different products, but that's what I'm using at the moment to fill in my brows, and I just really like this MAC brow styler. I just find it really easy to use and good. Yeah, so ask me any questions if you want to, and I hope this video made sense to you. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.